Hey guys, check it out. You're watching Jonathan Clarke on YouTube. Oh no! I love you guys so much. You guys are incredibly supportive and you never quit on who and what you believe in. And thank you so much for all the love and support you have shown this YouTube channel on this beautiful evening. There is no place I would rather be than sitting behind this podcast microphone talking about Descendants and Zombies, discussing it for you the way that it was meant to be discussed. Because I've heard so many people criticizing Descendants and Zombies, so many critics sitting behind their podcast microphone, and they can't get enough of throwing constructive criticism, or at least that's what they're referring to it as, towards your favorite Descendants stars, the likes of Kylie Cantrell, Mila Baker, and Ruby Rose Turner, whom I love dearly. I miss Ruby Rose Turner so much. I want to wish Ruby Rose Turner all the best in her future endeavors, but I want her to also know that I love her so much and the support is here for her. I don't know how they can do Descendants 5 without Ruby Rose Turner. I want to say thank you to everybody who supported this YouTube channel when I had nobody. I can remember when this YouTube channel had 5 subscribers, if you can believe that or not. And I went from 5 subscribers all the way to almost 3,000 subscribers. This YouTube channel blew up overnight. And all I ever was a guy who sit in his parents' basement every single night and would record a podcast and could only hope that someone was going to hear his voice. And 25 years later, I sit here with almost 3,000 subscribers, and I go to Booster Juice every day after I upload a video, come home really depressed. The guy who runs the operation is not named Booster. And I have everybody hitting the like button, everybody hitting the subscribe button, because it's your choice to hit the like button and subscribe button on your journey through the woods every single night, because this is how it goes. There are so many people uploading Descendants and Zombies videos, it's really hard and really difficult to keep up with it. And you guys, for some reason, have made me the voice of Descendants and Zombies, which I can't even believe. I can't even put it into words. Thank you so much for having made me the voice of Descendants and Zombies, if I can get away with saying that. And I want you to know that I'm never going anywhere. I went away for 7.5 years. That was a long time to be gone. I thought I had recorded my final podcast. Everybody persuaded me to come back, including you guys, because you wanted a hero. You wanted to hear the story of Descendants from a hero's eyes and a hero's point of view. And you got that from me. And thank you so much for bringing me back when I thought my career was over. I've been doing this for 30 years. That's a long time. Maybe not quite 30 years, but pretty close to 30 years. And I've fallen into a lot of niches over the course of 30 years. But this is the best niche that I've ever had the privilege of critiquing anything for and doing anything for. If there was one niche that I could upload and create a video for, it would have to be this one. Because you guys are so kind. That's the thing that jumps out at me about each and every one of you, is that you're so kind and you never quit on somebody or whatever you believe in. And the Descendants and Zombies franchise, undeniably, is a franchise that brought us all together. I can't thank you enough for just being here, and I want you to stay here for forever. So if you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, trust me, you're going to have a whole lot of fun talking about Descendants and Zombies. I fell in love with Ruby Rose Turner. I have the biggest crush in the world on Ruby Rose Turner. There's just something about her voice singing that song, Life is Sweeter When You Are, that gets me every single time. Her birthday is in October, and I can't wait. I can't wait to celebrate the birthday of Ruby Rose Turner, and I'm going to have so much fun with all of you guys when I celebrate her birthday. I just celebrated Kylie Cantrell's birthday on this YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me for that. I must have watched The Rise of Red 100 times, and every single time that I watched it, it felt like I was watching it for the very first time. Because of just how beautiful the music was, how it felt like a musical perhaps more than any other Descendants movie of the franchise. I know the original cast will forever be missed, but I think I fell in love with Kylie Cantrell more than Dove Cameron, and I was just listening to her song See You Tonight, actually before I jumped on this podcast, and I came to the conclusion that Kylie Cantrell is a way better singer, much better than what Dove Cameron ever was. I know Dove Cameron is trying to spread her own kind of message from going, bisexual and everything, and she just wants to be accepted for what she believes in. But Kylie Cantrell's songs are so much more powerful and just so much more down to earth. And you couldn't have asked for a more positive role model when you talk about Kylie Cantrell. I love her so much. And she's inspired me to run for President of the United States because of everybody criticizing her for a political point of view. I want Kylie Cantrell fans to know that if you are a Kylie Cantrell fan watching this video that searches Kylie Cantrell's name every night on Google or on YouTube, you will hear nothing but the best about Clarke Cantrell. I think she's incredibly beautiful, incredibly talented, and that goes without saying because she's just multi-talented. And when nobody else could seem to get the job done for shows like Gabby Byrne and The Unsittables, High School Musical, the series, and Descendants, she wanted the torch passed to her, and she did such an incredible job doing that. It was unbelievable how much of an incredible job she did bringing the young Queen of Hearts daughter Red to life in such a fearless way. I would venture to say that so many people now are more courageous and have the power to stand up to their bullies like they never did before. Because bullying is still a very severe issue from when I went to high school, and far more severe than it ever was. I can remember when I was in high school being tripped up in the hallways, being called names, and it really broke my heart. You know, I never ever thought I'd achieve acceptance, and, you know, when I went to school, I wanted to study journalism. I had the opportunity to do that, but I never really had a whole lot of support when I wanted to study journalism, and I wanted to be, what I wanted to become was the greatest podcaster of all time. And I like to believe I did that, but I did that because of each and every one of you. I didn't do that because I sat behind a podcast microphone every single night, syndicated and personally at home every night. I did that because of each and every one of you, because you guys, for some reason, made me the voice of Descendants and Zombies and saw a hero in me when nobody else did. And I can't thank you enough for that. I honestly can't thank you enough for that. I don't know where I would be without each and every one of you. I can honestly say that this is the most fun that I have had in my entire life. And I love each and every one of you because of the support and the love that you have given this YouTube channel. Because the reality of it is, I'm up against 15 million critics. I just watched the latest trailer for Zombies 4 Dawn of the Vampires, which will premiere on Disney Channel and Disney Plus next weekend actually, and I'm really excited about it. And I never thought, if someone were to tell me 15 years ago that I would be brought back after 30 years talking about Descendants and Zombies, and because of Descendants and Zombies, I don't think I would have ever believed you guys. If you would have told me that I would be sitting behind this podcast microphone and talking about it as much as what I have, and have been, you know, after falling in love with it as much as what I did, I would have never believed it. But I had so much fun experiencing the rise in popularity of this franchise just 10 years ago. It's been the greatest decade of my life. And take it from somebody who's fallen into a lot of niches. Hannah Montana I was inspired by, the Jonas Brothers I was inspired by, Wizards of Waverly Place I was inspired by, and Hannah Montana was fantastic. Don't get me wrong, I loved Hannah Montana, I loved Miley Cyrus and her message, and how she inspired people to become stronger, but I don't think any niche has ever inspired so many people to become stronger than what this one has. And I'm so proud. I want each and every one of you to know that I am so proud of each and every one of you for being able to stand up against your bullies, to counteract bullying in such a powerful way, because I can't remember bullying being as severe going to high school and going through university as what it is now. It must be horrifying for you, and I can only imagine what you're going through. And I think Ruby Rose Turner did a fabulous job portraying the character Bridget, who went through a lot of bullying and had to endure so much. She did a fabulous job. I don't think anybody would have been able to do it as powerfully as what she did. And I'll talk about this again tonight on a third podcast that I'll probably be dropping within the next couple of hours. So watch for that to pop up on YouTube later tonight. But I love Ruby Rose Turner so much. She definitely has a heart of gold, and I think her soul is just so pure. And there was just something about Ruby's voice that was incredibly satisfying when it came to that score, Life is Sweeter When You Wear. I think there were something like 15 characters that were part of that dance number, but the emphasis was supposed to be about how kindness was never spread enough in this lifetime. And that's always what I wanted to convey on whatever podcast I was the host or the co-host of. Now, as the co-host of a show 20 years ago, pretty much your purpose was to put over the host of the show and the message of the show. And it wasn't until I created my own podcast and went on my own incredible journey that you guys have all been a part of, that I was able to spread my message for the way I wanted to spread it, because I believed I was living in a world with no kindness seen at all. And the words "I love you" were never said enough. And through you guys subscribing to this YouTube channel, we've been able to spread a very positive message of kindness. We've used our phones as beacon of light, and now people who love Descendants and Zombies just as much are finding these videos, and I have each and every one of you, the YouTube algorithm, to say thank you to. Because without you guys, I'd just be some idiot uploading videos on YouTube that would be getting no likes and no subscribers. But it's happening because of you. And it's happening because you see yourself through the eyes of people like Clarke Cantrell, Ruby Rose Turner, Mila Baker, who are the strongest stars in the world. Unbelievable. You know, I get asked all the time how I make all these great videos for kids on YouTube. I really don't know the answer to that. All I've ever believed is the most powerful way of doing it is to speak from your heart and to tell the kids what you want them to know, and just encourage them that anything is possible in this life when it comes to a dream. I have emphatically said on this YouTube channel that I am up against 15 million critics who have shut down Descendants, who have shut down the dreams of you and your celebrities, who have shut down the dreams of you and your heroes, and have consequently taken that away from you. So I want to kind of restore that and those beliefs that were taken away from you when it came to Descendants and Zombies, when it came to you seeing a hero through the eyes of Clarke and Trell, a hero through the eyes of Mila Baker, however you perceived it. I want to give that back to you, because I've seen so many people criticizing Descendants and Zombies for far long enough. Everything from the music to how the plot unfolded to how people thought it was a waste of 45 minutes of their life that they couldn't get back when they reviewed it, to 90 minutes of their life that was lost. I thought they did an incredible job with The Rise of Red. I know it was very different. First off and foremost, you had to get used to a new cast. And the music was very different from the original. I mean, Life is Sweeter When You Are was a far cry from If Only and Space Between, I know. Descendants 2, by Descendants 2, the music got incredibly better and just became so phenomenal. And I fell in love with the music for Descendants and probably the entire franchise by the time we got to Descendants 2 in 2017. That summer was unbelievable, and I remember how Descendants blew up, and I remember how tens of millions of fans fell in love with this franchise. And if there was one franchise that I could go back in time and was in possession of a pocket watch and fall in love with all over again, it would have to be Descendants, because I can't remember a franchise, with probably the exception of Zombies, which has been called a copycat off of Descendants, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. I think that should be left out of the conversation. But I can't remember a franchise, having said that everybody fell in love with so quickly, with the exception of probably Hannah Montana, which started the Disney Channel revolution. Hannah Montana and High School Musical. For the life of me, I don't know why these stars haven't been given more opportunities outside of Descendants and have to do everything independently, especially when it comes to Clarke and Trell having to put out her album independently and all these songs and promote it herself, which she is doing an incredible job for. The song See You Tonight is a song that really became the focal point of Kylie's message, and a song that's been stuck in my head, just as Life is Sweeter When You Are from 2024, just last year, has been stuck in my head. I'll tell you guys a little secret. I have so many Bluetooth headsets and Bluetooth speakers in this house, amongst all the equipment that I have to produce this show for you guys, and I can be caught every single night listening to the song Life is Sweeter When You Are. I know that's really hard to believe and to put into perspective for a lot of people, but every night my window is open, and the song Life is Sweeter When You Are is either on my Bluetooth speaker or streaming through my headset. And I'm surprised my neighbors haven't filed any noise complaints to the city that I live in here because of it, because that song is on constant repeat either on my Bluetooth headset or in my brain. It was a song that they said was going to get stuck in your head really quickly, and within minutes of hearing it, I fell in love with it because of its message, the lyrics of it, the melody was just absolutely beautiful. And that's why I'm hoping we're going to see more chapters written for Descendants, which can only happen if you guys hit the subscribe button and get me in as the writer and producer of Descendants. I would love to write a new chapter for you guys, introduce some new characters and ways the plot could be taken, because people are trying to convince you. I say this because one too many people are trying to convince you that the story is over. The story's been complete. How many times have I heard that ever since the original trilogy for Descendants finished up in 2019? I've heard that so many times it makes me sick. More oftentimes than enough, I've wanted to turn off YouTube, go in the washroom, and throw up my guts, because I think you guys deserve better. I really do. If people are saying they love Clarke and Trell and they love Ruby Rose Turner so much, the least they can do is make you believe what they're saying and prove what they say is actually legit. Because a lot of these videos that you're seeing and finding about Descendants and Zombies that you're searching up is pretty much just incorporated with AI. Because somebody behind those videos wants to achieve monetization, so the YouTube Partnership Program, the YPP program, will become eligible and the portal will open up for them. And I want more out of life for you guys, because you're such a beautiful audience. You're so unbelievably, incredibly supportive. And I know that Clarke and Trell has went through a lot of depression over the last year because of a relationship she had. And she just got out of it. And I want to say, Kylie, you are tremendously courageous and a true inspiration to everybody. And I don't care about your political point of view. I don't care if you're a Donald Trump supporter or not. I don't judge you. I just think it's incredibly unfair how people have really, pushing this in the face of Kylie Control way too much. And I think enough is enough, and we should move on from that. But I want to say this too. If anything, if I have to move this entire set into the White House in support of Kylie Control after I become president of the United States in 2028, because I'll win the presidential race, I have no problem doing that. Because I see how important Kylie Control is to you. I see how special she is to you. And I know how the Descendants franchise has been incredibly supportive to each and every one of you through inspiring you to achieve your dreams, to stand up to your bullies, what have you. This is the most dedicated and most unforgettable niche that I've ever had the privilege of falling into. I must have followed the right rabbit through the rabbit hole, which has been closed for years, one too many nights, and I finally fell into a niche that is actually supportive of my podcast, because I fell into a lot of niches where a lot of people didn't accept me because of my opinions on different issues and stuff, what had you. But this niche is so kind. It is so beautiful. I wish Ruby Rose Turner was here, though, every single night to help me make sense of life, to help me build game cheers, to spread kindness and love, because I saw that in Ruby. That was the thing about me and my thoughts on Ruby Rose Turner, was I just saw an incredibly kind soul, which I didn't see in a whole lot of people. Oftentimes I was with girls that couldn't make sense of why I was so supportive of Descendants and Zombies, incredibly supportive of Descendants and Zombies, or for the life of them, they couldn't understand why I wanted to live in a house that was actually near a soda plantation and a chemical plant. But I made that choice because I wanted to feel as if I was a part of a musical. I wanted to feel as if Descendants and Zombies would eternally be a part of my life for forever. And I do promise you guys, when I eventually get around to it, I will take a picture of that soda plantation and that chemical plant, which are literally just 5 minutes apart from one another in the same street that I live on. I had a whole lot of fun. This has been the most fun that I've had in my entire life as a podcaster. 30 years is a long time to do this. 4,000 videos, over 100,000 plus views at one point were thrown up on this YouTube channel, and my videos in their entirety over the period of 30 years, which takes someone a long time to do. But because of your incredible support, I'm in this position now to become a legend. And thank you so much for that. And that's something I always wanted to achieve, to be and aspired to be, was a legend. Because of my voice. I knew I had a gift when it came to my voice, but I didn't know I had this big of a gift. And this has been an honor. This has been an honor that you guys have bestowed upon me. I always wanted to be a legend because of my voice and my opinions, but I know for sure now, for certain, that I will be a legend and an icon because of each and every one of you. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, perhaps I already am and I don't even know it. But I have each and every one of you to thank because of that, because of your kindness, because of your love, because of how you never quit on me. I went away for 7 years, and that's a long time to be gone. And when I went away for 7 years, because a lot of stuff got in my way professionally and personally, I thought I was done. I didn't think I was ever going to sit in front of a podcast microphone ever again. But for some reason, I am. And I know that reason is incredibly evident because of each and every one of you. Because I really felt down by a lot of the videos that were being uploaded about Descendants and Zombies, because people were promising you more great videos about Descendants and Zombies, and 6 months would go by, nobody would upload a video. At least on this YouTube channel, you have a video dedicated towards Descendants and Zombies every single night of your life, or at some point throughout the day, and I love doing it for each and every one of you. I really do. I know there's some little girl out there that's going to find this thumbnail, she's going to click on it, she's going to fall in love with this YouTube channel, and she's going to hit the subscribe button because of it. Maybe if not the first person hits the subscribe button, the next one in line will hit the subscribe button, which, by the way, if you have not hit the subscribe button, you might want to do that. Take yourself up on the opportunity to be a part of this beautiful community, because that's what this community is. It is incredibly beautiful, incredibly supportive, and I don't know where I'd be. One of my friends, she's a girl, she's 22 years old, and she's a YouTube creator. She lives about 4 or 5 hours away from me, and she had something like 300,000 views on her YouTube channel just last year, and she hasn't uploaded a video in over a year. But one of the things that she couldn't believe when she first got a glimpse of my YouTube channel was how I had so many subscribers and I had so many videos. Maybe not views, but videos. It's just got a whole lot to do with dedication. Is the thing that Balana couldn't figure out, was that I am very dedicated to each and every one of you. That's why I have over 4,000 videos uploaded on various YouTube channels that are linked to this one. That's why I have so much support from each and every one of you. I never cared about how many views I had. I just cared about the subscribers, because subscribers were real people. And I know there are YouTube channels out there that have fake subscribers that affect the algorithm, that push their videos further out into the algorithm because of it. But all it comes down to is dedication and having a friendship with your audience, for your aspirations, for being a theater kid, for wanting to be a part of Descendants and Zombies as an actor or an actress, or a writer or a producer or a director, which I would love to have the Descendants cast come live with me, and I'd put the guys downstairs in the downstairs apartment, the girls up here with me. They'd stream videos for everything on YouTube and TikTok. I know, because I've made it possible for each and every one. If I have to, I will install a helipad on my roof so Ruby Rose Turner can drive a helicopter and land it on the helipad every night for each and every one of you, because I know how much this franchise means to you as a whole. And if I have to go back to the White House to run for President of the United States after I'm inaugurated in, and Kylie Cantrell performs at my inauguration night, I will do that, and I will give the Descendants cast this house to shoot Descendants in, because the landscape here is incredibly beautiful. I hope that I inspire people. I hope that I aspire people to either create their own YouTube. I hope that these messages of kindness are reached to so many people that I don't even know about. And this is, as far as I'm concerned, this is a beautiful community. I love doing it. You know, so many people upload these stupid videos on YouTube. They use AI with fake voices because they can't provide unique commentary. At least if you're going to provide us with constructive criticism, at least provide us with constructive criticism that makes sense. Don't always come down hard on Ruby Rose Turner and Kylie Cantrell, who still have a lot to learn, who still have a long way to go. I'm going to fire the entire social media department at Disney if I become the director of Descendants, just to let you guys know. Because I think more of creative freedom needs to be bestowed upon these Descendant stars, because they are incredibly beautiful, they are incredibly talented, and I love them so much. I just want to say that. I love them so much, and I think they've deserved so much better for far long enough now, and that means everybody as a whole, as a part of this Descendants franchise. You guys are the Descendants universe, and you're what's made me the voice of Descendants and Zombies for what feels like forever now. Thank you so much. From every relationship that I've ever been in that's left me brokenhearted, at least I knew I had each and every one of you. The last girl that I was in a relationship with, I don't think she's ever watched one video that I've uploaded about Descendants or Zombies. I don't even think she's been able to make sense of what Descendants and Zombies was about as a franchise as a whole. But even though she fell in love with a Bangladesh singer that has 3,000 subscribers on his, or 1,000 subscribers, excuse me, on his Facebook fan page, I'm giving him more credit than what he deserves, but that just goes to show how screwed up your life can go from one minute to the next. You know, you think you're in love with a girl, and then she falls in love with someone who sings music that doesn't even make sense, and is sung in a different language. At least Kylie Cantrell sings music that makes sense, and I have no problem producing Kylie Cantrell and letting her know her value in this life. And I think she is incredibly valuable, and she's incredibly valuable and such a huge inspiration to each and every one of you. Don't worry about recording the music. I have access to my own recording studio. I've studied how to record music professionally, and I know how to have an ear for music and how to write beautiful music for each and every one of you. So I will take care of that in the downstairs apartment of this home, and I will record music in a studio downstairs for Descendants, and we will shoot the movie, various scenes in various locations in this beautiful province. I live on an island, and it is absolutely gorgeous here. And there's just something about Ruby's kindness that I can never get enough of. There is only ever going to be one Ruby Rose Turner, and I'm so thankful that she's in this lifetime with us. And just knowing that she's a part of this life makes my life a whole lot easier. Just knowing you guys are here on this YouTube channel makes my life a whole lot easier. Because as far as I'm concerned, I have the best Descendants and Zombies themed YouTube channel in the universe, and if not the universe, I'll do you one better, in the entire galaxy, and it happened because of each and every one of you, and don't you ever forget that. So, with that being said, what do you say we take a look at this Kylie Cantrell interview? I thought it was a great interview, and I wanted to take this opportunity upon myself to watch it with you. If you get a moment, please hit the subscribe button, and keep it locked on this YouTube channel.
Had like some of the other cast of baddies here, and I was like, who has more fun on set and who's more fun to play, the goodies or the baddies? So I'm going to ask you guys to defend your case. I mean, you're mostly good. You're mostly good.
We are. You're the only VK here right now.
Yes, you are.
I feel like I'm torn between, because I feel like I have a little goodie in me.
Yeah,
but I'm mostly baddie. Mostly just a little goodie. Baddie.
Yeah. So why do the mostly baddies but a little bit of goodies and the goodies have more fun on set and bonding as well?
Well, I think the goodies have more fun on set because life is sweeter when life is that. Yeah. Yes, said, honestly. Right. I can't even say anything. It's that simple. It's that simple.
You guys, honestly, this girl band has to happen. It really has to happen. Yeah.
Well, we're ready.
We're ready.
So what was all your reaction when you found out that this film, number one premiere of all time on Disney, like 6 million people in 3 days? What was your reaction when you found that out?
I think the group chat was just the green cat. Like, she's as well. Oh, she's fine. That's our group chatting.
And that is the whole cast?
The whole cast, yeah.
Cheese fries. How did that start?
Josh. That was Josh. Yeah. A little. I didn't even know where to start with that. Yeah. Where to have Josh. How it happened. I remember. I feel like she's probably started singing. Cheese fries. I like that. But no, yeah, like you were all freaking out. And I feel like there's nothing that can prepare you for that, I feel like. It's such a mind-boggling moment. I think we get so used to, like, us sharing in this experience.
Yeah.
Like, we weren't able to talk about it for so long that sometimes, like Malia always says, it feels like a whole movie that we made.
No.
Like,
I just remember fully thinking that it was an edit. Like,
no, just
I remember seeing, like, somebody sent me a screenshot of it, and I was like, there's no way that's real. And then we started talking about it in the group chat, and I was like, wow, this is...
People actually watched it. And that's crazy. It really hit for me when it was like, oh, it surpassed the Eras Tour premiere on the I was like, not the Swifties. The Descendants matched and exceeded the Swifties? Don't tell me Swifties. I love you, Swifties. My Swifties. That was pretty crazy.
Well, if we're going to bring up the Swifties, we got to bring up Brandy.
Of course.
Yes.
Right.
So first of all, I asked the other cast, I'm going to ask each of you your favorite Brandy. Thank you. Brandy story, like sort of experience that you had, and I'm going to start with you.
Oh my gosh. There was this one time where I was visiting set. I was visiting Malia and Brandy and Paolo on set with Tristan, and we were just like watching everything. And I remember I was standing outside in the rain, and Brandy was under one of the tents, and I don't know what I was yapping about, probably something ridiculous. Because I turned over, probably I know. And I turn around and Brandy's just like laughing and like she's just giving me like this sweet smile, and I was just like, was the rain like pouring on her? Like,
I can see it now.
Like on a tent, like she was dry. I was standing in the rain. Like,
she's like Hollywood.
Yes, I think she was like silly goose. Like it was so like
getting rain on her costume.
Yeah, and I was like, wow, I made Brandy smile. And that made me happy. Yeah.
And you got the seal of approval?
I got from seal of approval.
Yeah.
From this boy is mine herself.
Oh. Can we harmonize that?
Boy is mine. I get to give it up. Had it bad enough. It's not hard to see the boy is mine.
Woo! I don't know if we can use any of it, but I just wanted to hear it.
I just like
you. And your favorite Brandy moment?
Oh my gosh, my favorite Brandy moment. The funny thing is I actually never really even got to work with Rita, but Brandy was the only one that I ever met.
You never got to work with
Rita. I saw the back of Rita's like beautiful long hair. It was like, they were cutting her wig and it was like touching the floor at the time, and I remember passing her just being like but I met Brandy when I was doing some like promotional thing in Covington, and we were at a recording studio. And she had passed me in the hallway and like took my hands, and she was like, "Oh my God, it's so nice to meet you." I don't even know what I said to her. I probably was just like, but yeah, she's just like, oh, that angel, that voice, that aura.
Yeah. She got aura.
Aura points.
Yeah. And for the two of you?
Oh, I mean, having Brandy as a mother, I think I just called her like mom on set. That's weird too. Like, hi. I think my favorite Brandy story, I think was recently during press. It was my first time seeing her out of costume, and I could see that she was Brandy, not Cinderella. And it was just a big moment of like, oh my God, hi. And also there's something to be said about being on set with that many layers of outfits and like how heavy the hair is. I'm like, she must have been tired. And this, she was just like so excited, and she gave me some really key information about always bring slippers when you're wearing heels, and I have slippers in my bag, like over there. It's like the key info that you need.
And she didn't mean glass slippers. She meant actual slippers.
Just making sure.
So I always have glass slippers in my bag.
Me too. No, she's just an angel. She really is just incredible.
Yeah.
She really is. I'm gonna call my dad out, but there's a moment on set, or actually a few moments, because like my dad and I are both such big Brandy fans. Like he was the one that put me on to her, like when I was, 9 years old. And he was like, "Why don't you change your life really quick and play you like the Never Say Never album?" So like we were always like, that was something we bonded over.
Yeah.
Listening to Brandy together, and like I would try to recreate like her little runs and everything.
Oh my
like,
God.
I owe so much of like my love for singing to Brandy. But like my dad kept trying to get her to like sing her own songs on set. He'd be like, "The boy is," I'm like, "I'm not Brandy." Like, "Stop it!" Like, when I like humble and modest. But no, it was so cute. Just like anytime I would like pass by her and she's like humming something, I'm like, "I just got a free Brandy concert." I want millions to like witness that. So it was amazing.
So did either of you get like what was the one nuance of each, like Rita and Brandy, that like keyed you into like playing? Yes.
I think for me it was definitely trying to drop into a softer voice when my version of Cinderella was being soft, because she's not a soft girl, she's a cookie that's tough.
Yeah.
I almost forgot what it's called. It's a cookie. A cookie that's tough. I like that though. That's cute. Not a soft cookie, she's crunchy.
Yeah. I think that's
And so, but anytime that I was like giving advice to like the girlies whenever I was as Ella, it's I tried. Obviously,
I just saw it.
To me, but
What about you? Is like the question? Sorry, I'm kind of confused with like the question. Is it like how I got into character?
Yeah, like because you're playing like a version of somebody. So like,
Okay.
do you watch videos?
Honestly,
do you like what do you do? Yeah.
I think for Bridget, it was really tricky because there hasn't been like a young version of Queen of Hearts portrayed before, so it
Right.
gave me a lot of like freedom. But
Yeah.
I would have. I don't know. I kind of just like watched whatever Rita did and was like, all right, girl, do the exact opposite. Like, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, Bridget is just she's so polar opposite from modern day Queen of Hearts. So I just took that and ran with it.
and killed it.
Yeah. Okay, so we are at D23. This is the world of Disney. I'm such a Disney girl. I love Disney. What is the one Disney character, other than your own, if you could play? Who would you play?
I'm gonna
Do it.
Do it.
Rapunzel.
Oh my god.
As a kid, I love the songs. It's just that's number one. That's
I could see it.
No, I
Yes.
Oh, that.
Amazing.
They are. We got a Rapunzel right here. Seriously.
Yes. I see it happening. You're channeling it right now. I see that.
You saw like the shift behind the eyes.
I did, yeah.
Oh god.
The determination.
Don't hang me up.
Live action Bambi.
That is such a good answer.
Thank you. I had like that's been simmering for a minute. I love Bambi, and no one ever talks about Bambi. I love Bambi though. That's such a good answer. Wow.
Thank you. Yeah,
Bambi. I still haven't seen Bandmaids.
Kylie or Hercules.
I know.
Or Hercules.
Oh my gosh.
And I have two. What about you, Kylie?
Yeah. I know there's already been so many like imagined versions of Jasmine from Aladdin, but that's like my girl. Like that's my absolute favorite.
Oh my god, I can see that.
Since I was like a little baby girl, like I went through a phase of telling people my name was Jasmine for like a year. But I don't know. I've always like really just resonated with her.
Wow.
No, I'm not. I don't know. No. Honestly, I don't know. I feel like I'm like trying to assign your
Cast me, guys.
Okay. Where enough? Oh my. 7
Yeah. Oh, that's good, Katie. That's good.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love her. Actually, I took up archery lessons. I'm Zephyr because I love this.
Get you a girl who can do it all. Come on, not only can she sword fight,
She also do archery. She got me with my bow and arrow. Let's see it coming.
don't cross her.
Oh my god. Now all I can see is these characters that you guys just manifested. Like I'm seeing it. Yes. And you should do a team up movie. That would be awesome.
It's always nice seeing Kylie Cantrell, Mila Baker, and Ruby Rose Turner having the opportunity to spend time together, and that's why I love them so much. I love seeing them have fun. And that's one of the biggest reasons why I created this YouTube channel, was because I love seeing them have fun. I love seeing you guys have fun and finding videos on YouTube, which is of an extreme rarity, that you can actually have fun watching and be yourself enjoying while you engage with the content. Thank you so much for having made me the voice of Descendants and Zombies for what feels like forever, what feels like an eternity. Thank you guys so much for watching every video that I upload, and the YouTube algorithm pushing it out for some reason that's beyond me. I don't know why they're doing it and why you guys love these videos so much, but it's been an honor, I can tell you that much. And these videos will be here forever for each and every one of you, because I believe for long enough now that you've deserved to hear better than what you are finding on YouTube, and I just wanted to give that to you. You're going to have to forgive me, because that's what I wanted to do for each and every one of you ever since I relaunched this YouTube channel in August 5th of 2024. And now it is July, I believe, 6th of 2025, and almost 3,000 subscribers have been found on this YouTube channel. Thank you so much for all the love and support that has came in over the last year on this YouTube channel. It's not even the 1-year anniversary of this YouTube channel yet, and we already have almost 3,000 subscribers. I can't even begin to put into words how life undoubtedly is sweeter when you are, and it's sweeter when you are because of all of you. Thank you so much. I've had so much fun. The time of my life, being able to sit behind this podcast microphone in this game chair every night, talking to you about Descendants and Zombies, reminding you that there is never enough kindness seen in this world, and the words I love you are never said enough. I can't even believe the last time I heard the words I love you. I can't remember it because nobody's ever told me it. So I wanted to tell you that so you would always remember it. And yeah, I have a whole lot of fun. Hopefully that was an army convoy heading down the road because of a zombie breakout. I'll probably have more on that tonight for you guys. But thank you so much for hitting the subscribe button, spreading your own message of kindness, and allowing me to be a part of your life. It's been an honor and a privilege. What do you say we take ourselves up on this opportunity during this beautiful sunset this evening to spread our own message of kindness, because there is somebody out there just waiting to have a little bit of kindness seen and given to them and showed to them in their life. I've said this for forever. I know you believe it. Trust in me, and I will never let you down. Guys, I love you so much. If you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, please do it. I would love for you to be a part of this beautiful community. And always remember that every dream that you have is achievable. All you have to do is aspire to achieve it, and the sky is literally the limit, and there are endless amounts of possibilities out there waiting for you to grab. Honestly, I don't know where I'd be without each and every one of you. So if you haven't, you're going to want to subscribe to this YouTube channel. You're going to have a whole lot of fun here. You're really going to like it here. I promise you, I will never let you down. And when the waves seem so high, unsurmountably high, I will always pull you to shore, and I will help you make sense of your love and passion for Descendants and Zombies, a passion we all share in and has brought us together. Thank you guys so much for having made me the voice of Descendants and Zombies for what feels like an eternity. It really means the world to me, more than you'll ever know. Having said that, let's go spread some kindness right now. Bye, YouTube. We will do this again really soon.